we find out that some women want to get rid of the hairs on round their nipples, the hairs round their areola. Are you guys still in Nigeria with me, or you guys have gone for vacation? Because am I the only one that is actually feeling this heat around here? Okay, I am Nurse Kamsiyo Nneoma. This is Sexuality and Health Wellness. Oh, it's another moment together with you, and I feel so loved. I feel so blessed. Okay, so today we're looking at a topic of great concern that people don't really talk about. And well, you see, so where my ladies at, you guys really need to jump at this. I know when it comes to that point where a lady needs to undress, when it gets to that point where a lady needs to undress, you find out that she's very skeptical about, okay, how I look. How do I look? Especially when she's undressing in front of a partner, an average woman, because I know that some women don't really care, but an average woman cares. It's like, okay, I hope I look presentable, I hope I look good, I want to bait, want to groom and look nice. So when it comes to that aspect, we find out that some women want to get rid of the hairs on round their nipples, the hairs round their areola. Yes, so you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Or do I need to go further explain? I don't think so. So those hairs, they are there for a reason. But most times we find out that the hair begin to grow longer. The hairs begin to grow longer and become coarse and darker, of course. So is that a thing of concern? Many women will be like, I don't like how this looks. I mean, what if I undress in front of my partner and he feels that I look weird because of that? But one crazy thing about men is that they don't take so much time looking after themselves, but they want you as a woman to look after yourself, to present yourself holy and acceptable. Okay, so but that is the actual truth about men. Men don't want to sit down and do the whole powder hair, cream hair, serum there, but they want you, the woman, the wife, to sit down and do all those things and look good and smell good and look eatable. Okay, that was a joke, but that's true. Okay, so back to the topic of the day. Now, many women are already concerned because they look at the presentation of these hairs around the nipples and they find out that it is appalling. It is not presentable anymore, and I think I should get rid of them. So now, one thing about those hair is, number one, it is natural and it is normal to have hair around your nipples. But if you feel that the length of this hair is increasing in a very crazy, speedily manner, and I need to get rid of them, it's still fine. But you must know that. You must know that one of the reasons why it happens that way is because of hormonal fluctuations, which majorly happens during ovulation, during pregnancy, and yes, majorly ovulation, pregnancy, and of course when we see situations, or when we find out that a woman has polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, that particular abnormality brings up a situation where there is crashes of hormones, even when it is not expected. When it's not expected that estrogen should be out on the street, we find out that estrogen is out on the street. You understand it? You understand what I'm saying? We find out that estrogen is in circulation when it shouldn't be, or the level is quite high when it shouldn't be. Okay, so that's for that. Now, how do you get rid of them? Now, honestly, I would advise us to either go for number one, waxing. Either go for waxing, or it is best you go for trimming. Have you guys ever tried trimming before? Trimming is awesome and also doesn't cause you pain, and it makes this that surrounding appear neat, because you and I are mammals and we are supposed to have hairs. It is not a weird phenomenon. No, it's okay for you to have hairs, but you should learn to groom those hairs. So I don't know why I feel tempted to say something right now. See, guys. Okay, now this is a striblet, and I'm firing it. Okay, it's straight, but I am intentionally firing it towards the direction of our guys, the men. That is why you should learn to groom your beards. I see some men with beards like, I don't know. Then I'm like, Lord, where is this man coming from? Did it even dawn on you that you should have at least brushed those hairs? Did it even dawn on you that you should have at least cut it? Just give it a trim, just a trim. Sometimes you don't need to get rid of the hair and make it bald, but if you give it a trim, it looks nicer. If you give it a trim, it looks nicer. So why don't you try it? And for the hairs around your areola, is that you wax it or you trim it. But please, don't pick it. Don't. Don't use tweezers to take it off. If you use tweezers, if you pick it with your hands, it's going to you have high chances of cases of ingrown hairs, and see, you're not gonna like it. I bet you are not going to like it. That is why I said I made mention of something in a video I made some time ago about taking care of yourself. I said instead of you to shave your your vagina or your private part in general, why don't you try trimming it if it's possible? And at best, why don't you wax it? Because if you shave it, oh god, if you shave it, ingrown hairs will surplus. So I don't know if you're ready for that, but I think having ingrown hairs is really, I don't like it. I don't know about you, but it's not nice. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. I love you.